Oh, YouTube, what's going on? Quick video. Well, I don't know how long it'll be, but anyway, the video. I got watching. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. And he brought up something the other day, and I was thinking about it. What's the difference between pirates and law enforcement? Not much, really, if you think about it. Pirates demand respect, and they demand your money when they want to extort you. Okay. They enforce laws. That's the difference. Okay. Well, pirates demand your money when they go to rob you or loot or plunder or whatever. And then they enforce their own ideas of laws, their laws. So they live by a code. I'm talking about pirates. Well, law enforcement lives by a code, code blue. So when you think about it, law enforcement is real close to pirates because they harass, they collect, they steal, they loot, they kill, or make unalive. Sorry, YouTube, unalive. You got to be careful with YouTube anymore. Anyways, you sit there and think about modern government. Modern government does the same thing. They enforce their own rule, their own laws. The taxes are stealing from the people. At this time in the world, all we need is more taxes. Biden wanting to raise all these different taxes. He's wanting to raise them so far that we're paying almost 100% of our taxes or our money to Biden. Almighty God, Biden. Obama is the one actually running it. Well, if you sit back and watch all these law enforcement, they follow like puppets. They are the puppets or the enforcers of the ones on top. Well, pirates always has that one person on top, on the ship or in a group of ships that actually go out and they plunder and they do all their thing. Their evil things, their evil deeds. Well, with civil asset forfeiture, I always have trouble saying that word. That's basically plundering. We're going to take your stuff. Red flag laws. We're going to disarm you. We're going to take your stuff. With government and law enforcement, it's always about the bottom dollar, bottom line. It's not about enforcing constitutional law anymore or protecting your constitutional rights or your freedom. The right to bear arms, the right to protect yourself against pirates, road pirates. See, when the Constitution talks about the right to a speedy trial, why is it that there's some people that are forgotten in the system and never have yet to be tried? It's happened. There's people been put into jail because they were accused of something and still have yet to go to trial. So that's a violation of that constitutional right to have a speedy trial. See, law enforcement puts you in jail and forgets you. They steal your stuff. They destroy your home. I mean, literally, SWAT team goes in, blows holes in the walls, which happened to an old man. You can actually look that case up. House was completely blown apart by the SWAT team. fought and fought and fought for the city to come. It finally had to sue them. Because somebody, some idiot, was running from them, and well, they barricaded themselves in the house. So SWAT team took it on themselves. We're going to destroy the whole house. We'll blow holes in every single wall. What do pirates do? Well, they sink ships. When you're destroying somebody's house, that's sinking their ship. That's making it so it's hard on them. Making it so it's rough. You know, there's people that have lost everything already and are struggling to take care of their loved ones with what they got. And yet, law enforcement doesn't give a crap. Government doesn't give a crap. They'll make you homeless, and then there's a homeless situation going on in America where we have more people living on the streets and in tents and looking like a third world country because of government. The high taxes, the rampant revenue collecting from law enforcement. If you're traveling with your money, your own money, you know, legal money across state lines, let's say you have $30,000, cops will confiscate that and say, oh, it's drug money. They have no evidence of the fact, but yet they'll confiscate it. What do pirates do? They see that much money, or gold, or jewelry, or heck, guns and armor, or anything worth money. Heck, the cars. They will take it, and they will claim that you're a drug dealer, or claim that you did something to deserve your stuff being taken from you. Alright, so you claim this, but you have no evidence of this. I haven't went to court or trial to prove me guilty of anything, but yet you're taking it. See, that's a violation of the Constitution. For them to shine their flashlight into your camera, that's a violation of the Constitution. That's called prior restraint. See, law enforcement doesn't like transparency. Government doesn't like transparency. They don't like the fact that we can go get Freedom of Information Acts or public records or whatever you want to call it. They don't like the fact that we can hold them accountable, and we're starting to wake up to this. Same thing with the government and the Democrats. See, if everybody in America would start to realize that this system that we live under is basically a pirate system. You know, they say capitalism or whatever. No, we're a constitutional republic. The government has set themselves up to be like pirates. I'm talking law enforcement. I'm talking everybody in the government. See, they sit on their high horses and on their little thrones in these offices, and they sit there and expect us to comply without question. But yet, when we do something wrong, they want to come after us with the full weight of the government and full weight of those laws that they wrote that are unconstitutional. You know, those laws that basically are void on face value. And then all these internet influencers and commentators and all these stuff, and then George Soros paying these rioters and everybody else to protest. All this stuff is designed to get us to spend money, give up our sovereign state that we are living under, you know, that it's a republic, give up our republic, give up our constitutional rights, give up our freedom, because in the end, they know if we give it up, we're going to basically give up this country, give up our rights and our freedom. Heck, we've already given up a lot to them. Our freedom to travel unmolested without a license. You know, I'm not a sovereign citizen. I don't care about sovereign citizenship. I don't care about all that crap. But I do believe that we should have the right to drive roadworthy vehicles on the road without a license. You know, even the UTVs that are as big as cars now, and they go as fast as cars, or ATVs. Granted, there's some idiots out there in like different cities using those to commit crimes. But you know what? That's where our Second Amendment comes in. If they break into the house and we shoot them dead, well, it's our property. They were on our property. No problem. Sorry, shoot them unalive. YouTube. But anyways, that's the thing about the Second Amendment. We have a right to self-defense. And for police departments to demand, and they use their lobbyists and their unions and everybody to push this anti-gun crap, and now the government is pushing it so hard. The law enforcement is pushing it. They don't want us carrying guns. They're scared of a camera. Boy, somebody like me, I was joking on one cop's thing that I must be scary. I carry a 22 Heritage pistol, single action pistol, brass knuckles, knives, all kinds of stuff, and 2 cameras, usually. One old cell phone and one this cell phone. I said, I must be the scariest person in the world. And somebody that loves their rights and their freedom. And knows how to hold them accountable. So, it's actually kind of silly that cops are scared of a camera. What are you hiding? Well, it goes for government too. What are you hiding when you redact everything? What are you hiding? Huh. Imagine that. They don't want you to know what you're doing. Hell, our government's spending our money like it's going out of style. You know, think about these jet aircrafts. You know, military grade aircrafts that cost us millions to maintain per aircraft. And then the tanks and everything else. The ships and everything else. Granted, we need them to protect ourselves. The CIA has an open checkbook. Just wide open. We supporting them, but yet they're using that money to work against us. The ATF, pretty much an open checkbook. FBI, and they're working against us. They're not working for us. See, the government has turned against us. So why would you pay taxes to a criminal organization? And that's what it is. It's a corporation. Washington, D.C., you can actually look that up. I say that many times in many of my videos. Why would you pay taxes to this government that is destroying our way of freedom? You know, granted, I live in a small town in the Panhandle of Texas. You don't see a lot of crime here. That people walk around every day or drive around, and you don't see a lot of crime here. And people get called into check in small towns. So if you do something stupid, they'll check you. The people of the town will check you. They will. They'll stand up and they'll say, hey, you notice that guy? And they'll check you. That's the way it should be. You know, people standing up for each other and for the town that they live in. Unfortunately, big cities, you have the problem of criminality. Unfortunately, in big cities, you have all these problems that you can't you can't cure 100%. You can't fix it because the government has went in and destroyed it. They have been making the people mad. Now you're going to get a system that's going to boil over, and it's going to boil over into a war. You're seeing it. You're seeing this war building. You're seeing everybody talking about it and saying, Civil War, I'm ready for it. No, you're not. You're not ready for it. Nobody's ready for it. Nobody's ready to lose their family, their friends. Nobody's ready to lose anything in a civil war, like a civil war. If a civil war broke out here, or a war, I don't know what title to put to it, nobody in America is ready for it. I'm telling you. Even though you're prepping and you're getting food, which I do that to an extent, it's going to take those that know how to survive, to know how to fight, and know how to, read and judge characters. And, it's going to take those that are willing to stand up and fight and die for this country, and willing to protect family and friends and towns, small towns like this. Because small towns like this will be looted, they'll be destroyed. Because people will become selfish. If a war breaks out, they'll become selfish. I don't know if you've seen that show, Fallout. The beginning of it actually is pretty accurate about the human nature. Human nature says if a nuclear bomb happens, everybody's going to be selfish and take care of themselves, take care of their family. They ain't going to help neighbors. Heck, in the first scene, it shows this best friend, bomb hits, he rushes his family in, and the friend says, hey, let me get my family in. And he punches his friend in the face and shuts the door. That's the way America is. It's become greedy, selfish, and this American dream, having this big, beautiful house and big fancy cars and money and all this other stuff, it's dead. It's dead because of greed. Because of greed of government, greed of law enforcement, and it's dead because of, their authoritarianism. And it's dead because of the greed of the people. Nobody helps each other anymore. It was used to, if somebody needed some food or something, they would hand it out. If they needed something, I had it sitting around, take it. I don't want it. Hey, I'll give it to you. But yet, unfortunately, in America, a lot of us, to get handouts, go stand in food lines, and you go dumpster diving, hoping that the law enforcement don't come and harass you for some dumb reason and accuse you of breaking into houses or something, which I've had that happen. Law enforcement harasses innocent people. They'll arrest the people that stand up to them. Heck, these auditors, First Amendment auditors, or constitutional rights auditors, or cop watchers, or whatever you want to call them, whatever term you want to put to it, cops falsely arrest them all the time. And then they send them to court, and the DA looks at it and says, well, no, we're going to throw it out. Sometimes the DA says, screw it, I'm going to be a terrorist today. I'm going to be a dictator today. Let's prosecute him. And then a lawsuit happens, and who pays that bill? We, the taxpayer, pay that bill. The millions and millions of dollars wasted by our government on frivolous lawsuits, on these projects, and these crimes against humanity, which CIA has been doing for years and generations. They've been doing these experiments or projects, Project Bluebeam, Mockingbird, Project MK Ultra, and all these others. They've been using our money to do that, our money against us. So I'm telling you, they're wasting our money. They're giving these colleges, liberal colleges, this money and this handout. They're giving these teachers that are teaching this homosexuality and transgender and all this other pedophilia junk to our children. They're giving them our tax money. They're giving all these groups that are anti-American breaks, because you don't see ATF going after the gangbangers. that are having illegal guns. No, ATF goes after the law-abiding American, the one that's just trying to make a buck for his family, selling those guns, those pew-pews. No, you don't see ATF going after them, those gangbangers, like in Oakland and everywhere else. You don't see them. U.S. Marshals, they don't go in there unless they have an actual warrant and they have a reason to go in and get out. Get the hell out. Because they know those areas, people tend to fight back. They tend to shoot. Well, sometimes you don't even see law enforcement, local law enforcement enforcing anything out there. Heck, look at California. Gavin Newsom has actually told law enforcement to stand down on many occasions. They told him they can't enforce laws. Gavin Newsom. Why is he still in office? Why is any of these Democrats in office? Why are they? Because some idiot out there, an educated idiot, is told to vote Democrat. Okay. They're told to vote for these people. Why? Because they say it's going to be the greater good. Greater good of what? The government or the people? Simple question. And then you see this Fannie, whatever her name is, that's trying to prosecute Trump. Well, Biden promised her a position into the DOJ. That's the only reason she's doing what she's doing, because she was promised a better position. So basically, you're saying that you're a prostitute of the government. If the government pays me more, I'll do more. That goes with law enforcement too. Heck, if I do this, whatever the government wants, I get paid more. I got to protect my job. And you hear law enforcement say all the time they're following orders. Whose orders are you following? The government or the people? The people that pay you. So actuality, the question lies, who do you serve? And I've said this in many videos and I say it again. Who do you serve? The government or the people? Do you serve the tyrannical government? Or the people that are fighting for freedom and rights and our liberties? Heck, we're fighting for human rights, let alone constitutional rights. You know? I'm telling you. Y'all need to wake up. This is all designed to reduce the world population, which they've said on many occasions. And towns like this will be wiped out. 950 people. Think about it. Towns like this will be ghost towns. Come on, Jack. And I'm telling you, this way of life that we know is going to be gone. And if you don't wake up, playing ball with your kids, it's going to be gone. These are going to be old relics. Your high schools and all this stuff. It's going to be, all the way of life, American way of life, is going to be gone. You're going to see nothing but run down buildings and, well, hell, over there, empty stadiums. You know, ball stadiums where they used to play football. You're going to see all this. You want to see the way America is going to look? Go to Oakland. It's going to be a third world country. Go out here to the panhandle of Texas. And Trump train coming by. But you go out to the Trump train. But anyways, you go out to different parts of Texas and you look at these abandoned towns where there's nobody around. I mean, absolutely nobody. Abandoned buildings falling in on themselves. That's what's going to happen if we allow government and all these different agendas to continue. The destruction of America. The destruction of every country on the earth. Every walk of life is going to be gone. Because the only thing these rich, greedy people and the government knows, is destruction. Destroy, kill and destroy, kill and destroy, blow it up, bomb it, bomb the crap out of them. That's all they know. They don't know about how to take care of each other, how to support each other. They don't know that. Huh. But y'all better wake up. God bless. Keep praying for America and keep pushing for let's make America great again. Let's protect America first and take care of America first and start fighting for our rights and our freedom, educating ourselves on our rights and our freedom before we start supporting any other country. I don't care what country it is in the world. Let's protect America and make America great first before we make any other country first. Let them fight for themselves. Remember, in the Bible it says, let the dead take care of the dead. Let the other countries take care of themselves. See, it's not our responsibility to be a world police or the guardians of the world, because we the people didn't vote for it. Remember that. I never voted for it. That's funny. I don't remember voting to be in the UN. I never remember voting to, or my dad voting, or anybody else I know of, voting to be in NATO. We didn't vote for it. The government decided. Wow. Think about that. The government decided it was in our best interest. How do they know what our best interests are? But y'all better wake up. God bless. Remember, keep it safe. Man, I'm telling you, wake the fuck up, please. Have a good day.